Hello, space explorers and curious minds. Are you ready for an out-of-this-world journey? Today, we're diving into the depths of the unknown as we follow a team of intrepid astronauts on their groundbreaking mission to a distant planet. But what they discover there will challenge everything they've ever known about Earth's history. From the moment they land, they uncover secrets that have been hidden for millions of years. Did you ever wonder what really happened to the dinosaurs? Well, our brave crew is about to find out. Get ready for an adventure that will take you beyond the stars and back in time. Subscribe now to be part of this incredible story, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Why do you think the dinosaurs disappeared from Earth? The year was 2045, and humanity had finally reached a pivotal moment in its exploration of the cosmos. After decades of preparation, the International Space Exploration Agency launched its most ambitious mission yet, a manned expedition to the distant planet Zeta 7. This mission was not just another step towards interstellar travel. It was a quest to unravel one of the greatest mysteries of our past, the fate of the dinosaurs. The crew of Zeta 7 consisted of 5 highly skilled astronauts, each chosen for their unique expertise. Commander Elena Petrova, a seasoned pilot with a knack for solving complex problems under pressure, led the team. Her second-in-command, Dr. Marcus Lee, was a paleontologist whose passion for ancient life had driven him to seek answers beyond Earth's atmosphere. Joining them were Dr. Sarah Chun, a geologist specializing in extraterrestrial environments, Dr. James Hawkins, a biologist focused on the evolution of life, and engineer Alexei Kuznetsov, who ensured their spacecraft remained operational throughout the mission. As the spacecraft left Earth's orbit, the crew felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation. They knew that this journey would test their limits in ways they could barely imagine. For months, they drifted through the void, their only companions the stars and the occasional passing asteroid. The isolation began to take its toll, but the knowledge that they were on the verge of making history kept them going. Finally, after nearly 2 years of travel, Zeta 7 appeared in their view screens, a blue-green world with swirling clouds and vast oceans. As they approached, the planet's gravity gently pulled at them, a welcome change from the weightlessness of space. The landing sequence was flawless, and soon the crew found themselves standing on solid ground, staring out at an alien landscape that promised both danger and discovery. The first few days on Zeta 7 were a whirlwind of activity. The crew set up camp near the landing site, establishing a base of operations that would serve as their home for the duration of the mission. They conducted preliminary scans of the surrounding area, using drones equipped with advanced sensors to gather data on the planet's environment. Dr. Chun was particularly interested in the geological composition of the planet, while Dr. Hawkins focused on collecting samples of local flora and fauna. Commander Petrova oversaw the deployment of communication satellites to ensure they maintained contact with Earth, and engineer Kuznetsov worked tirelessly to keep their equipment functioning smoothly. Meanwhile, Dr. Lee spent his time poring over the data gathered by the drones, searching for any signs of prehistoric life. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the landscape, Dr. Lee made a discovery that sent shockwaves through the crew. While analyzing the drone footage, he noticed something unusual: a series of large, fossilized footprints embedded in the rocky terrain. These prints were unmistakably similar to those of dinosaurs, but they were far too recent to belong to creatures that had vanished millions of years ago. Excited by this revelation, the crew decided to conduct a more thorough investigation of the area. They ventured deeper into the wilderness, guided by the coordinates provided by Dr. Lee. As they trekked through dense forests and over rugged hills, they encountered more and more evidence of ancient life: fossilized bones, petrified wood, and even entire skeletons preserved in remarkable detail. It wasn't long before they stumbled upon a massive valley, where the remains of a colossal creature lay partially buried beneath layers of sediment. The sheer size of the skeleton left the crew awestruck. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before, and its presence raised more questions than it answered. The discovery of the colossal skeleton marked a turning point in the mission. The crew realized that they were not merely exploring a new world. They were standing on the threshold of a profound scientific breakthrough. Dr. Lee, with his extensive knowledge of paleontology, immediately recognized the significance of their findings. "This can't be right," Dr. Lee muttered to himself, staring at the skeletal remains. Dinosaurs went extinct millions of years ago. How could they still exist here? The answer, as it turned out, was both simpler and more complex than anyone could have imagined. The crew soon learned that Zeta 7 shared a similar evolutionary timeline with Earth, but due to its unique environmental conditions, life had taken a different path. Over millions of years, the dinosaurs had adapted to survive in this new world, evolving into creatures that were both familiar and entirely foreign. Commander Petrova, ever pragmatic, urged the team to remain objective. "We need to gather more evidence before we jump to conclusions," she said. "Let's conduct a thorough examination of the site." Under her guidance, the crew began a meticulous process of cataloging and analyzing the various specimens they had discovered. They took high-resolution images, collected samples of soil and rock, and even managed to extract DNA from some of the fossilized remains. The data they gathered was sent back to Earth for further analysis. But the initial results were clear. These creatures were indeed descendants of the dinosaurs, and they had thrived on Zeta 7 for millions of years. As the crew delved deeper into their research, they uncovered a startling truth. The dinosaurs on Earth had not gone extinct due to a random catastrophe, as many scientists had long believed. Instead, they had been forced to flee their home planet when it became uninhabitable. Zeta 7, with its stable climate and abundant resources, had become their refuge. The realization that the dinosaurs had deliberately left Earth came as a profound shock to the crew. They had always assumed that the extinction event had been a natural disaster, perhaps caused by an asteroid impact or volcanic eruption. Now, they understood that the dinosaurs had been proactive, seeking out a new home long before the conditions on Earth became unbearable. This revelation sparked intense discussions among the crew. Dr. Chun suggested that the dinosaurs might have developed advanced technology to facilitate their migration, possibly even space travel. Dr. Hawkins proposed that the creatures had evolved to adapt to different environments, allowing them to thrive in a variety of ecosystems. Engineer Kuznetsov speculated that the dinosaurs might have created some form of interstellar network, enabling them to explore and settle new worlds. Commander Petrova, ever the pragmatist, reminded the team of the importance of maintaining a balanced perspective. "While these theories are fascinating, we need to focus on the facts," she said. "Let's gather more evidence before we make any definitive claims." Despite her caution, the crew couldn't help but be captivated by the possibilities. They continued their exploration, eager to uncover more clues about the dinosaurs' journey from Earth to Zeta 7. As they ventured further into the wilderness, they encountered more signs of the creature's presence. Ancient ruins, intricate carvings, and even remnants of what appeared to be a sophisticated transportation system. One day, while hiking through a dense forest, the crew stumbled upon a hidden cave. Inside, they found a series of intricate murals depicting scenes of dinosaurs leaving Earth and arriving on Zeta 7. The artwork was so detailed and well-preserved that it seemed almost lifelike. The crew marveled at the level of sophistication displayed by these ancient beings, realizing that the dinosaurs had not only survived but thrived in their new home. The discovery of the mural-filled cave was a turning point in the mission. The crew realized that they were not just exploring a new world, they were uncovering a lost civilization. Excitement buzzed through the air as they discussed the implications of their findings. Dr. Lee, in particular, was intrigued by the possibility that the dinosaurs had developed a complex society, complete with cities, architecture, and advanced technology. The next day, the crew set out to locate the city depicted in the murals. Their search led them to a vast plain, where they eventually found the ruins of a sprawling metropolis. The city was unlike anything they had ever seen before, with towering structures made of stone and metal, intricate bridges connecting different sections, and vast open spaces filled with lush gardens. As they explored the city, the crew encountered numerous artifacts and relics that shed light on the dinosaurs' way of life. They found tools, weapons, and even pieces of clothing, all meticulously crafted and preserved. The level of craftsmanship was astounding, suggesting that the dinosaurs had developed a sophisticated culture. One of the most significant discoveries was a massive library filled with scrolls and tablets inscribed with ancient symbols. The crew spent hours deciphering the text, gradually piecing together a narrative of the dinosaurs' history. According to the records, the creatures had been aware of the impending disaster on Earth for centuries. They had spent generations preparing for their exodus, developing advanced technologies and forming alliances with other species to ensure their survival. The scrolls also revealed that the dinosaurs had not abandoned Earth entirely. Some of their kind had stayed behind, working to preserve knowledge and maintain order in the aftermath of the disaster. These remaining dinosaurs had eventually evolved into smaller, less imposing creatures, adapting to the changing environment. The revelation that the dinosaurs had not only survived but thrived on Zeta 7 was both exhilarating and humbling. The crew realized that they were witnessing a chapter of history that had been lost to time. The ancient city they had discovered was a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of these creatures. As they continued their exploration, the crew stumbled upon a hidden chamber deep within the heart of the city. Inside, they found a series of holographic displays that offered a panoramic view of the dinosaurs' journey from Earth to Zeta 7. The visuals were breathtaking, showing the creatures boarding massive ships and embarking on a perilous voyage through space. The level of detail was staggering, and the crew felt a deep connection to the beings who had once walked the Earth. Dr. Lee was particularly moved by the discovery. "This is more than just a scientific breakthrough," he said. "It's a reminder of the shared history between humans and dinosaurs. We're not so different after all." The crew spent days studying the holographic displays, piecing together the timeline of events. They learned that the dinosaurs had used a combination of natural and artificial means to escape Earth. They had harnessed the power of volcanoes and earthquakes to create portals that allowed them to travel through space. These portals, known as dimensional rifts, had been carefully mapped and controlled, ensuring safe passage to Zeta 7. The scrolls also mentioned a prophecy that spoke of a future encounter between humans and the descendants of the dinosaurs. The crew interpreted this as a message of hope, suggesting that the two species might one day join forces to protect the universe from future threats. As the crew delved deeper into the ruins, they began to notice subtle changes in their surroundings. The air grew cooler, and the vegetation became denser. The crew soon found themselves in a lush jungle, where the sounds of wildlife echoed through the trees. It was then that they encountered their first living dinosaur. At first, the creature was wary of the human intruders, but after a few moments of cautious observation, it approached them. The dinosaur was unlike any they had seen before, standing on two legs and possessing a sleek, muscular build. Its eyes were intelligent and curious, and it seemed to communicate through a series of low growls and clicks. The crew was initially hesitant, but Dr. Hawkins managed to establish a rapport with the creature. He used hand gestures and gentle vocalizations to convey friendliness, and soon the dinosaur responded in kind. The encounter was brief but profound, leaving the crew with a newfound appreciation for the intelligence and adaptability of these ancient beings. Over the following weeks, the crew encountered several more dinosaurs, each one displaying unique traits and behaviors. They observed the creatures hunting, socializing, and raising their young. The level of complexity in their interactions was striking, and the crew began to understand that these dinosaurs were not just survivors, they were thriving. One evening, as the crew gathered around a campfire, they reflected on their experiences. Commander Petrova spoke first, her voice filled with awe. "We've come so far, and yet there's still so much to learn. This mission has changed everything we thought we knew about the dinosaurs." Dr. Lee nodded in agreement. "And about ourselves," he added. "We've always assumed we were the pinnacle of evolution, but seeing these creatures thrive on Zeta 7 makes me question that assumption. The crew continued their exploration, documenting every discovery and sharing their findings with Earth via regular updates. Each transmission brought them closer to their home, but also reinforced the sense of connection they felt with the dinosaurs. As the mission drew to a close, the crew made one final push to uncover the last piece of the puzzle. They returned to the ancient city, determined to find the source of the dimensional rifts that had allowed the dinosaurs to travel from Earth to Zeta 7. After days of searching, they finally located a hidden chamber deep beneath the city. Inside, they found a massive device that appeared to be the central hub of the rift network. The device was powered by a mysterious energy source, and its controls were intricately designed. The crew worked together to analyze the device, using their combined expertise to decipher its purpose. After hours of careful study, they realized that the device was not just a transportation system, it was also a defense mechanism. The dinosaurs had used it to protect their new home from potential threats. The device had the ability to generate powerful shields that could repel invaders and prevent unauthorized access to Zeta 7. The crew also discovered a series of encrypted messages left by the dinosaurs, warning future visitors to respect the sanctity of their world. The messages were a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between exploration and preservation. As they prepared to leave Zeta 7, the crew felt a deep sense of responsibility. They knew that their mission had revealed secrets that could change the course of human history. They also understood that with great knowledge comes great responsibility. The crew of Zeta 7 returned to Earth with a wealth of knowledge and a renewed sense of purpose. Their mission had not only expanded the boundaries of scientific understanding, but also fostered a greater appreciation for the interconnectedness of all life in the universe. Upon their return, the crew was greeted as heroes. Their discoveries sparked widespread interest and debate, leading to new areas of research and collaboration. The revelation that the dinosaurs had migrated to Zeta 7 challenged long-held beliefs and opened up new avenues for exploration. In the years that followed, the crew continued to share their experiences and insights with the world. They became ambassadors for interplanetary cooperation, advocating for peaceful exploration and mutual respect. Their mission served as a reminder that the universe is full of wonders waiting to be discovered, and that the pursuit of knowledge is a noble and worthy endeavor. The legacy of the Zeta 7 mission lives on, inspiring future generations to reach for the stars. The crew's discoveries have reshaped our understanding of the past and opened new possibilities for the future. Their story serves as a testament to the power of curiosity, collaboration, and perseverance. As the crew reflects on their journey, they realize that their mission was not just about discovering the fate of the dinosaurs. It was about understanding the shared history of all living beings. The bonds forged during their time on Zeta 7 remind them that no matter how far we travel, we are all connected by the threads of life. Subscribe now to be part of this incredible story, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Why do you think the dinosaurs disappeared from Earth?